FuboTV launches new FanView widgets and multiple views on Apple TV. Live streaming app FuboTV is bringing its FanView widgets to Apple TV users, allowing them to view stats alongside single or multi-view match stream. Multi-viewing, which allows sports fans to stream up to 4 live TV channels at once, was previously supported on Apple TV. But beginning today, users will be able to use the streaming services Multiview and FanView features on Apple TV all at once. FanView allows users to see stats and scores from games alongside their matches on the same screen. With the feature support, Apple TV users will now be able to stream 2 games and 2 FanView widgets simultaneously, the company announced today. Mike Berkeley, Chief Product Officer at FuboTV, said in a statement that the addition will allow users to keep tabs on multiple games while also getting real-time stats from other matches. FanView widgets also work as one-click shortcuts to a selected game. When FanView isn't enabled, Apple TV users will still be able to stream up to 4 simultaneous live TV feeds at once, the company said. Those feeds can display not only sports, but live news and entertainment programming as well. Apple TV is the latest platform to get support for FuboTV's FanView feature, which first launched in August of 2021. The Stats widget was previously available on Android TV, Fire TV, LG, Roku, Samsung Smart TV, Vizio Smartcast TV, and Xbox One devices. Apple iPad Mini Fitbit Sense to Sonos Beam, 2021 Gadget of the Year. This was the second year of the pandemic and technology continued to be the savior, helping millions of people across the world work from home and stay safe even as they stayed entertained and connected. With companies getting time to bring in features that reflected the needs of the pandemic, over the past year many practical gadgets were announced. Some even came with a human touch and fell back on simplicity as a core offering, even as others pushed the boundaries on what can be done. Here is our list of the best gadgets of 2021, based on our hands-on experiences. The iPhone 13 Pro Max is a masterclass in how to improve a product that is already so good. It's not radically different from its predecessor, but it still works, thanks to features like an upgraded high refresh rate screen, more battery, and improved camera setup. The A15 Bionic chip powering the iPhone 13 Pro Max makes it the most powerful smartphone on the market. But after having pretty much killed the compact camera over the years, with the iPhone 13 Pro Max, Apple seems to be warning high-end video camera makers. The iPhone 13 PR Max can in fact record cinematic video, which can afterwards be edited on the phone itself. Read our review of the iPhone 13 Pro Max. 2021 will go down as the year in which Samsung perfected the fold form factor. The Galaxy Z Fold 3 is unlike any other smartphone in the market, offering users extra screen space that promises more productivity. The Z Fold 3 was always destined to become the benchmark in foldable smartphones, but no one knew the device would become so refined this year. However, the bigger surprise was clearly the Galaxy Z Flip 3, aimed at those who preferred that phone that was smaller when not in use. But what really worked in favor of the Flip 3 was its pricing, making this forward-looking phone a little more accessible to consumers. Read our reviews of the Galaxy Z Fold 3 and Galaxy Z Flip 3. The iPhone 13 delivers on both performance and value, a rare combination hard to achieve. On paper, it looks like an incremental upgrade to last year's iPhone 12, but the iPhone 13 is more polished than any typical high-end smartphone. It's a no-nonsense phone with better cameras and improvements in battery life, and without the bells and whistles of the Pro series that would have cost a bomb to people who will never use those features. Read our review of the iPhone 13. At a time when mid-range phones started to look mundane and predictable, the Galaxy A52 added some spark. With the Galaxy A52, Samsung came with a phone that tried to create a balance between price, features, and design. Although not a true flagship, the A52 offered everything a consumer expects from an excellent premium mid-range phone. Its specifications and features sound amazing: a 120Hz high refresh display, solid camera setup, IP67 water and dustproofing certification, a capable processor, and good battery life. The A52 brought back the fun in mid-range phone. Read our review of the Galaxy A52. Each year, the Redmi Note series sets a new standard in the under 20,000 rupees range, and 2021 was no different. With the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max, the company introduced a 108MP camera and a macro camera, both of which performed exceptionally well given the price bracket in which this phone operates. More importantly, the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max got a 120Hz AMOLED, which gave it another advantage over the competition. Overall, it remained the dependable phone to consider in the under 20,000 rupees segment. Read our review of the Redmi Note 10 Pro Max. OnePlus had many offerings this year, but none were as popular as the Nord 2, the second budget offering from the brand. The Nord 2 was a no-nonsense phone expected to reel in newer and younger customers for OnePlus, which has been going more into the premium segment with its top-of-line offering. The Nord 2 was a good successor to the segment, offering everything one could expect at that mid-segment price point. Read our review of the OnePlus Nord 2. The new Apple iMac is an all-in-one desktop computer that takes cues from the original iMac of the late 90s, but is still the most forward-looking device for your workspace. The iMac combines a surprisingly good 24-inch screen with more than capable performance, and has a 1080p webcam that makes it more than relevant in the pandemic year. Read our review of the iMac M1. The 16-inch MacBook Pro is the most powerful laptop Apple has ever created. If you are willing to pay the price, you will not be disappointed. Not only is the 16-inch MacBook powerful enough for heavy computing tasks, but it also fixes all the issues the creator community had with the previous generation model. Configurable with either the M1 Pro or M1 Max, the 16-inch MacBook Pro becomes a poster boy of Apple's latest silicon. The new MacBook Pro promises plenty of ports, a great keyboard, and a bright and colorful liquid Retina XDR display that can reach 1000 nits when playing HDR content. Dell's XPS 13 has consistently been ranked high among premium laptops. The bezel-free 1610 display is gorgeous, the design is top-notch, performance is unmatched, and keyboard and battery are its strength. This can cope with everything from web browsing to light video editing and everything in between. Although the XPS 13 is the benchmark in the high-end Windows laptop segment, its port selection is a bit disappointing and the 720p webcam is meh. The 2021 XPS 13 is a sign of Dell making things right. Read our review of the Dell XPS 13. The Pavilion Aero 13 is one of the best ultra-thin and light Windows laptops on the market, finding a perfect balance between business and fun if you are still working remotely. Although the Pavilion lineup is largely limited to value-for-money notebooks, the Aero 13 gets a lot of premium features including magnesium aluminum chassis, long battery life. The performance from the AMD Ryzen 5 5600U is impressive, and bright and colorful display. It makes us wonder how HP packed in so many features in a notebook that weighs in at just 970 grams. In a way, HP has made a MacBook Air rival, and it succeeds to some extent. Read our review of the HP Pavilion Aero 13. Although there are better options available on the market, it is hard to deny the existence of the Nothing Ear 1, which pretty much covers the basic. Nothing, the much-hyped startup by the OnePlus co-founder Carl Pei, has made a pair of truly wireless earbuds that look radically different from the competition with a clever, semi-transparent design language. They are extremely light and comfortable, sound good, and have good active noise cancellation. While they lack the charm of the AirPods Pro, they fare well in most critical areas that matter to end consumers. They offer terrific value for money under 10,000 rupees. Read our review of the Nothing Ear. Sonos seems to have suddenly found India to be an interesting market, especially for future growth. And as more Indians appear apprehensive about watching movies in the theater, the Sonos Beam will literally bring the big screen experience home to go along with their larger TVs and projectors. The Sonos Beam stands out for its unique sound profile that is sharp and precise, as well as the ability to be loud when needed. Sonos also uses the Wi-Fi for beaming music, so your experience is not interrupted if a call comes in. Read our review of the Sonos Beam Gen. The AIWA SB-X350J might not be a bit speaker, but that does not prevent it from offering the kind of music you would associate with large professionally tuned speakers. The best sounding speaker we tested in 2021, the SB-X350J, does not cost a bomb. Audiophiles finally have something they can carry in their backpack. Read our review of the AIWA SB-X350J. The iPad mini is for many the most distinct product Apple has launched in years. With the iPad mini, Apple tried to create a new lifestyle device that is a cross between an iPhone and a traditional iPad. Even though the iPad mini is an iPad at heart, it feels like an entirely different product. It's compact and small, but not a replacement for your iPhone. The iPad mini shines when it comes to taking notes, playing games, or as an e-reader, becoming a companion device that always stays with you. The iPad mini looks fresh, but continues to have a niche appeal. Time and again, Apple proves that it is hard to beat the iPad no matter which model you choose. The entry-level iPad isn't the best Apple has to offer, but it does make a splash for the features it comes with, including a front-facing camera that is actually good and increased storage capacity. Not to forget, it has a faster A13 Bionic processor, while the 12-megapixel front camera supports center stage that dynamically keeps you in the frame. While it is still a minor upgrade, the 9th generation iPad promises a lot more for the price. Students or casual users are primarily customers who would want to buy Apple's budget tablet with a sizable display and just the right power to accomplish any task. The new Kindle Paperwhite is a step up from its predecessor, but isn't a huge upgrade, and that's okay. It has upgraded features that may seem minor to some, but improve the already great ebook reader. A larger 6.8-inch display with an upgraded lighting scheme, USB-C charging, improved battery life, and fully waterproof are the biggest boons to the latest Kindle Paperwhite. The Mi Band 6 came with a big upgrade over the previous version thanks to the bigger and brighter AMOLED display, along with blood oxygen monitoring, a necessary feature for any fitness device launching in 2021. But what impressed us the most was the steady performance, the accuracy in fitness and steps, and the number of features this pack. It remains one of the most accurate fitness bands, under 3,500 rupees. Read our review of Mi Band 6. Samsung battled hard with Apple and the premium smartwatch segment with the Galaxy Watch 4 this year. The Galaxy Watch 4 is the first smartwatch to run on the new Google Wear platform co-designed by Google and Samsung. Available in 2 options, including the classier version, which has a rotating bezel, the Galaxy Watch 4 has a redesigned interface, access to third-party apps, supports Google services, and a round design. The bevy of new sensors pushes you to step out of home and sweat it out. Till Google launches its own Pixel Watch, the Galaxy Watch 4 is perhaps the smartwatch for Android users that combines the best of Google services and Samsung's tried and tested hardware. Read our review of the Galaxy Watch 4. Very few smartwatches make as much sense as Fitbit Sense. This new smartwatch does everything one expects from a device like this. In fact, there are times and you wonder if it does a bit too much and users will forget about some features over time. But in pandemic times, a smartwatch that keeps an eye on health indicators like ECG and blood oxygen level along with even factors like stress has to be something easy to recommend, especially when it is almost half the price of the new Apple Watch Series 7. Read our review of Fitbit Sense. Sony has moved itself to the luxury space across segments, and in the television space, it clearly wants to bridge the 70mm gap created in our lives by the pandemic. The Bravia 55X90J has one of the best displays on the market with software that knows how users think and expect their content to flow. The TV can also go up to 120 Hz in 4K for those planning to pair it with a gaming console. Read our review of the Bravia 55X90J. Nintendo's flagship console got a mid-cycle upgrade this year with the new Switch OLED model. It's still the Switch we all like, but the new version offers a 7-inch OLED screen in handheld mode, along with 64GB of storage, double that of the original Nintendo Switch, and an improved kickstand. The catalog of games the Switch is getting keeps getting better, and there is no match to Nintendo exclusives like Breath of the Wild, Animal Crossing, and Super Mario Odyssey. The big selling point of Switch continues to be its ability to transform from a handheld console to a home console. Dell's 4K ultra-sharp webcam may seem overkill for average users, but if you are a streamer or content creator, this device does make a huge difference. It's aesthetically pleasing with its retro-inspired design, clever mounting options, and magnetic lens cap for privacy. The webcam has an 8.3-megapixel image sensor and is capable of 4K at up to 30 frames per second or 1080p at up to 60 frames per second. The inclusion of AI auto framing is impressive and the webcam's low light performance is commendable. Although not the first 4K webcam, Dell's version is impressive. The omission of a mic makes no sense, but it's hard to ignore this 4K webcam despite its high price. It's a well-thought-out product that reflects the times we live in. Read our review of the Dell 4K Ultra-Sharp Webcam. Philips Hue's 4-pack of white ambiance smart bulbs are half off. If you're looking to light up your home with smart home tech for less, Philips Hue is selling an E26 starter kit containing 4 white ambience smart bulbs and a Hue bridge for just $59.99 instead of $118.99, which is an all-time low. These steep discounts come well after Philips Hue launched new 1100 lumen smart bulbs, which means it's likely offering this steep discount on the 800 lumen bulbs looped into this deal until they're sold out for good. These popular smart bulbs can be customized with adjustable smart timers, and they allow you to set different hues of white light, with a warmer color temperature to help you relax, or a brighter, cleaner color temp to help you focus. You can also pair the bulbs with your existing setup via the bridge, which uses the Zigbee protocol, thus allowing you to control it all with the most popular smart home ecosystems, including Apple HomeKit, Google Assistant, and Amazon's Alexa. The included bridge allows you to set lighting routines, control varied scenes, and connect up to 50 light-related. Whether you travel often, or perhaps you just frequently forget where you placed your keys, Apple's AirTags can be helpful in a variety of situations. These ultra-wideband-ready Bluetooth trackers make it easy to monitor and find missing items that they're attached to by using Apple's Find My app, which taps into the expansive Find My network, allowing any iOS device within range to send the location of your AirTag to you. Each tracker has the ability to make a chirping sound when requested, and its user-replaceable battery should last for up to a year. Unfortunately, like most Apple products, they're usually a little costly, which is why today's modest discount on a 4-pack is notable. Typically $99, Amazon is selling 4 AirTags for $94. It usually costs $29 for each AirTag, so with this deal, you're spending about $24 per tracker instead. Read our review. For those on the market for a security camera deal, Arlo makes some good quality devices, one of which is $120 cheaper today. Arlo's $599.99 Ultra 2 Spotlight wireless security system is on sale at Amazon for $479.99, matching its best price to date. The deal includes 2 security cameras that run on rechargeable batteries and boast an ultra-wide 180-degree lens, which can zoom into objects and record video in 4K with HDR. Other notable features include free local storage from the Arlo Smart Hub, colorized night vision, two-way audio, a siren, and support for HomeKit, Alexa, Google Assistant, and IFTTT. Related. If you're still resolved to get fit this year but missed out on one of the great smartwatch deals after New Year's, it looks like you have another shot. Amazon is once again selling the Apple Watch Series 7 at its best price ever. Regularly $399, the green, 41mm GPS model and its matching sport band are selling for $339 at both Amazon and Best Buy, saving you $60. Best Buy is also throwing in an additional month of Apple Fitness Plus with each purchase. Compared to the previous generation, the Series 7 boasts a larger display than its predecessor and features IP6X dust and water resistant. Read our review. Gamers shopping for a new entry-level wireless mouse can get a swell deal on Logitech's G305 Lightspeed in black for just $32.42 at Amazon. That's just $3 shy of its best price ever and a 35% total discount on the lightweight mouse, which sports 6 programmable buttons, a 12K DPI sensor, and built-in USB receiver storage so you can easily stow it when you need to take it on the go. The peripheral, Logitech claims, is also capable of lasting up to 250 hours on a single AA battery. If you're not a fan of the black colorway, the white model is on sale for $39.99 at Amazon and Best Buy. Here are some other great tech products you can save on today. Subscribe to get the best Verge-approved tech deals of the week. A lone undersea internet cable connecting Tonga to the world was interrupted by a volcanic eruption. The effects of a colossal volcanic eruption in the Pacific archipelago of Tonga are still being calculated, but one consequence is clear. Tonga has been cut off from the internet after the lone undersea cable that connects the country to the rest of the web was damaged during the eruption. Like many island nations, Tonga relies on just a single undersea cable, about the thickness of a garden hose and filled with fragile fiber optic filaments, to get citizens online. But on Tuesday, the government of Tonga said communications, both international and domestic, were severed due to damage sustained by the submarine cable. The government added that limited communication was possible through satellite phones and high-frequency radio, but these constraints are making it difficult to assess the damage caused by the January 14 eruption. The Tongan government has reported 3 fatalities as a result of a tsunami created by the volcano, which erupted on an uninhabited island. According to Reuters, the internet cable that joined Tonga to the web is 827 kilometers long and secured via a relay on Fiji, Tonga's second nearest neighbor. Fixing the cable could take as long as 2 weeks, as the work requires the intervention of a specialist undersea cable repair ship. The nearest such vessel is the Reliance, owned by U.S. firm Subcom. But it is currently moored some 4,700 kilometers away in Papua New Guinea, and will take days to travel to Tonga. According to Craig Slutz, a marketing and sales director at Southern Cross Cable Network, a company that maintains a number of undersea cables in the region, that means it could take 2 weeks in total for Tonga's internet connection to be repaired. Its ability to repair would also be dependent, as you would expect, on any volcanic activity, Slutz told Reuters. The incident is a vivid demonstration of the fragility of modern internet. Although we think of the web as a dense network with numerous redundancies, the truth is that it contains many single points of failure. In the West, this is most obvious when huge web outages are caused by disruptions from centralized services like Amazon Web Services, a subsidiary of Amazon that supplies servers and computing power to the world's biggest companies. For countries like Tonga, though, undersea cables are a more obvious bottleneck. Currently, 99% of international internet traffic is carried through such undersea cables, with an estimated 436 cables spanning distances of 1.3 million kilometers. But while countries like the US are serviced by multiple lines, poorer nations like Tonga have to rely on just one. It's notable that Tonga was actually hit by a similar internet blackout in 2019, and, as a result, signed a 15-year deal with an internet satellite company to protect against future failures. But according to a report from ZDNet, the terms of the contract with provider Pacific were disputed and, as a result, satellite connectivity was never activated. Now, Tongans must wait for their internet to be repaired by hand. Such repairs are not unusual on a global scale. An undersea cable breaks roughly every 2 weeks, but they are time-consuming. Technicians on a specialist repair vessel will have to locate the fault in Tonga's cable by sending pulses of light down the line and timing how long it takes for the pulse to return. They will then have to sail to the location of the breakage and, depending on the depth of the water, retrieve the cable using diving robots or grappling hook. The cable will then be brought to the surface and repaired by engineers on board the ship. Instagram is testing paid subscriptions from a small number of creators. US Instagram users will soon be able to subscribe to a small number of creators and influencers to access exclusive content and features. In a blog post, the company says it's launching a test of subscriptions today, with more creators being added in the coming week. Fans will pay a monthly fee to access subscriber-only content from creators they follow, like exclusive lives and stories. Subscribers will also get a purple badge by their username that signals their status to the creator. Price tiers will range from 99 cents to $99.99 per month, and creators can select the price point for their subscription. Co-head of product Ashley Yuki told TechCrunch that Instagram will not take a cut of creators' subscription revenues until at least 2023. 10 creators are part of the early test, including basketball player Sedona Prince, Olympian Jordan Chiles, and astrologer Eliza Kelly. I'm excited to keep building tools for creators to make a living doing creative work and to put these tools in more creators' hands soon, Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Meta, which owns Instagram, wrote in a Facebook post. Facebook also has its own version of a subscription program for creators. In a video today, Instagram head Adam Mosseri says subscriptions are one of the best ways for influencers and creators to have a predictable income. Some creators have already been monetizing Instagram features like close friends by charging fans a fee off-platform for access to stories. Instagram and Facebook aren't the only companies to roll out subscription models to compete with platforms like TikTok. In 2021, Twitter introduced super follows, and some creators offer additional subscriber content off-platform on Patreon or Substack. Most cost-effective thing on 4K TV. With CES 2022 having just wrapped, the future looks bright if you're looking to nab a great TV deal. At CES, many manufacturers, including LG and Samsung, announced new versions of some of their most popular models, ranging from the Frame to LG's new C2 lineup. That means we're probably going to start seeing prices fall on last-gen models as newer models become available throughout the rest of the year. For those looking to pick up a solid deal before the new models arrive, however, fret not, as retailers will also likely be discounting TVs in the run-up to the Super Bowl next month. And if you need one now, there are currently a lot of discounted 4K TVs available to choose from, complete with a wide variety of prices and performance for those who can't wait. Whether you want a secondary TV for the bedroom or a high-end OLED that's built for a cinema-like experience, we've picked out the best TV deals across 4 common categories. Select a category. The best 4K TV deals for most people. A 55-inch TV is a popular size for good reason. It's not too big, nor is it too small, making it a safe size if you're looking to upgrade the TV in a living room or bedroom. Sony's 55-inch X80J TV has Google TV software built in, so you won't need to purchase any additional streaming boxes, like an Apple TV or Chromecast. The LED panel also supports HDR10, HLG, and Dolby Vision HDR, and has 4 HDMI ports. It's a relatively low-frills affair, but it seems like a good deal that's currently available at Best Buy for $649.99. In addition to free delivery, the retailer is also offering 6 months of Peacock Premium, $50 off a Google Nest Hub smart display with each purchase, and up to $200 off select soundbars. Amazon and BH Photo are also selling the same TV for roughly the same price, but without the added incentive. Related, the TCL 6 Series R635 model is a good option if you are looking to balance price and performance. The R635 model sports a QLED panel, but it goes a step above with mini LED backlighting, which brings better brightness and contrast. The 55-inch model is currently on sale at Amazon for $699.50 and Best Buy for $699.99, though we've seen the R635 drop to as low as $650 in the past. If you prefer a larger model, Best Buy is also offering the 65-inch for $999.99, while selling the 75-inch for $1,299.99. Regardless of which configuration you choose, however, Best Buy will also take $90 off Facebook Portal TV if you purchase the two together. Samsung's The Frame blends into your home decor, displaying customizable images that look like a piece of decorative art if its motion sensor detects someone in the room. When turned on, however, it transforms into an HDR-compatible QLED TV with Amazon's Alexa built-in and support for AirPlay 2. The stylish 4K TV also boasts a 120Hz refresh rate, access to all the popular streaming services, and 4 HDMI ports. We saw the 55-inch drop from $1,499.99 to $998, its best price ever, during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Sadly, it's now only about $100 off, with the 55-inch model going for $1,399.99 at Best Buy and $1,397.99 at BH Photo. Best Buy is also taking $90 off of Facebook Portal TV with your purchase, as well as up to $300 off on select soundbars. Related, the best TV deals on a budget. You don't have to spend a fortune for a 4K TV. Spending $500 or less can still net you a TV with good image quality and features. Insignia's 4K HDR Fire TV Edition model is the perfect case in point, one that supports HDR10, HDMI ARC, and HDMI eARC, among other notable features. Right now, you can pick up the 55-inch model from Best Buy for $369.99, a $180 discount on what is its typical $549.99 price tag. Best Buy will also take $90 off of Facebook Portal TV and offer 30 days of free FuboTV Pro. Amazon is offering the same discount on the TV, too, though it's shipped and sold by Best Buy. Another Fire TV Edition TV deal happening now is on Toshiba's 55-inch Smart Fire TV Edition 4K LED, which normally retails for $519.99. As the name might imply, it allows you to stream content from services such as Disney Plus and Netflix, and includes the option to watch live TV. The latest models also tout an Alexa-enabled remote, an easy-to-use interface, and support for both Dolby Vision HDR and HDR10. Right now at Best Buy and Amazon, you can pick up the 55-inch model for $469.99, a modest $50 discount. Best Buy is also throwing in a $90 discount on Facebook Portal TV with each purchase. TCL also has competitively priced televisions, and its 4 series lineup is one of the more affordable options on the market. The S435 model features a built-in Roku interface, dual-band Wi-Fi, HDR10, and support for all Alexa, Google Assistant, and Siri. You can currently get the 55-inch model for $379.99 at Best Buy, which is $220 less than the usual retail price. Other sizes are on sale, too, like the 43-inch model, which Best Buy and BH Photo have for $279.99 instead of $349.99, about $8 shy of the TV's best price to date. Best Buy also offers new subscribers 30 days of FuboTV Pro and 3 months of Apple TV Plus with each purchase, along with a $90 discount on Facebook Portal TV. Related, Amazon's first TV, the Fire 4K TV, only just launched a few months ago and starts at $370. The self-branded effort features the ability to query Alexa even when the TV is off, as well as a low input lag and support for two-way video calling. We gave it a 7/10 in our review, while noting how the TV shows great promise thanks to its robust Alexa integration and support for Apple's AirPlay 2, among other things. At the same time, however, TCL and other similarly priced television makers offer better picture quality. Right now, Amazon is selling the 55-inch model for $419.99 instead of $559.99, which is just $10 more than the discount we saw during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Both the larger and smaller configurations are on sale as well, with the 65-inch going for $599.99 instead of $829.99, nearly matching its lowest price to date. Best Buy is offering comparable sales on various sizes, while throwing in a $90 discount on Facebook Portal TV if you purchase the two together. Note, however, only the larger 65-inch and 75-inch models include support for Dolby Vision HDR. Related, if you're looking for a budget-friendly TV with good picture quality, Vizio's mid-range M7 series Quantum TV is worthy of consideration, even if it is over $500. The 2021 model sports a 60Hz panel, along with support for Apple's AirPlay 2, AMD FreeSync, and a variable refresh rate. It also touts Vizio's SmartCast system and a built-in Chromecast, allowing you to cast content from your phone and access Netflix, Disney Plus, and all your favorite streaming services. Right now, both Amazon and Best Buy are offering discounts on various size configurations. You can buy the 55-inch, for example, for around $579 at Best Buy and Amazon, or the 50-inch version for $10 less. The best deals on OLED TVs. OLED televisions offer the best image quality you can get in a mainstream TV, and many were heavily discounted during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. If you missed out on those sales, however, you may still have another shot at landing a good deal, as many of the best models are still currently available at a discount. Right now, Best Buy, BH Photo, and Amazon are discounting various sizes of the LG's entry-level A1 OLED, starting at just around $796.99 at Amazon, its lowest price ever, instead of $1,199.99 for the 48-inch. Meanwhile, the $1,299.99 55-inch is selling for $1,196.99 at BH Photo, and $1,199.99 at Best Buy, $100 shy of its best price to date. Best Buy is also offering up to $200 off on select soundbars, a $90 discount on Facebook Portal TV, and 30 days of FuboTV Pro at no additional cost. The 4K A1 offers support for both Alexa and Google Assistant, as well as an automatic low-latency mode. Unlike more expensive OLEDs, however, it doesn't come with a slate of advanced gaming features, like those found on LG's C1 model. It offers a slower 60Hz display and lacks HDMI 2.1, for example, and doesn't support a variable refresh rate. Related, despite the high price tag, LG's Gallery Series GX OLED is a good TV for those looking for a more cinematic experience. It includes support for Google Assistant and Alexa, and for those who want to use their TV for gaming, it features NVIDIA G-Sync and HDMI 2.1 support, meaning it can take full advantage of the RTX 30 series cards or next-gen console. Right now, you can get the 55-inch model for as low as $1,529.99 at Best Buy in some areas. Normally $1,299.99, Vizio's 55-inch OLED was recently selling for around $999, its lowest price ever, but is currently only on sale for $1,085.39 at Walmart, or for $1,199.99 at GameStop and Best Buy. Regardless, the TV is one of the more affordable options if you're looking for an OLED. Vizio doesn't have the same kind of experience in the OLED playing field as LG, sure, but it's a great deal if you want a high-end viewing experience and HDMI 2.1 ports to display high frame rates from your PS5 or Xbox Series X. Like with other models, Best Buy is also offering a $90 discount on Facebook Portal TV with each purchase, in addition to 3 months of Tidal Premium, Hi-Fi, or Family. Related, 4K TVs for the Sony PS5 and Microsoft Xbox Series X. Sony's PS5 and Microsoft's Xbox Series X can play 4K games with HDR at up to 120 frames per second. So, naturally, if you don't have a TV that takes full advantage of your console, it might be time to upgrade to one of our recommendations. For the best experience, you'll want a TV that supports HDMI 2.1. LG C1 OLED. If you're looking for an impressive TV, we recommend turning your attention to LG's C1 line. Like its predecessor, the CX, the 4K C1 touts support for NVIDIA G-Sync and AMD FreeSync technologies, along with a 120Hz refresh rate and low input lag. The main difference between the two is that the C1 is available in an 83-inch variant and features a better processor. It also utilizes a newer interface that makes good use of a settings pane dubbed Game Optimizer, which conveniently brings together a host of game-centric settings, refresh rate, latency, etc. for quicker access. Throughout the holidays, we saw the 55-inch C1 selling for $1,296.99 instead of $1,499.99, its lowest price to date. Sadly, that deal is no longer available. However, there are still some discounts on other configurations. You can, for instance, pick up the smaller 48-inch model for $1,196.99 at Amazon and BH Photo, as well as $1,199.99 at Best Buy, instead of $1,299.99. The 65-inch, meanwhile, is also selling for $1,896.99 instead of $2,099.99 at Amazon and BH Photo. Best Buy also has it for $1,899.99, but is throwing in a $90 discount on Facebook Portal TV as well as 30 days of FuboTV Pro regardless of the configuration. For a viable OLED alternative, there's the NeoCLED QN90A. Unlike the LG models above, Samsung's most recent flagship uses mini LED backlighting, a technology that allows for better contrast, less blooming around white objects on a dark background, and brightness levels that outperform even the best OLED TVs. Like the C1, the QN90A is also built with gamers in mind. The 2021 model features an HDMI 2.1 port and a game bar that gives you the ability to quickly adjust your screen's aspect ratio, monitor input lag, and check to ensure settings such as HDR and VRR are active, all of which make for a better gaming experience overall. During Black Friday and Cyber Monday, the 55-inch QN90 sold for as low as $1,299.99. However, Amazon and Best Buy are currently only discounting the $1,799.99 55-inch TV down to $1,497.99 and $1,599.99, respectively. The $3,499.99 75-inch is also on sale for $2,797.99 at Amazon. As usual, Best Buy is also throwing in additional incentives, including up to $300 off soundbars and free delivery. Related, subscribe to get the best Verge-approved tech deals of the week. Tim Cook and Sandal Pichai are personally lobbying senators against antitrust legislation. Report. The United States' biggest tech companies are seriously worried about new antitrust legislation. So much so that Apple's CEO Tim Cook and Alphabet's CEO Sundar Pichai have been personally calling and meeting with senators, urging them to oppose the mooted legislation, according to a report from Punchbowl News that cites multiple Senate aides. The legislation in question is the American Innovation and Choice Online Act, a bipartisan bill spearheaded by Amy Klobuchar and Chuck Grassley. The legislation is currently in its early stages and is set to be considered by the Senate Judiciary Committee today. The bill would need to pass votes from both the House and Senate to become law, but it's still easy to see why it's ruffling feathers with Silicon Valley's biggest beat. The legislation prohibits online platforms from advantaging their own products, services, or lines of business over those of rivals. It applies only to the biggest tech companies: Apple, Amazon, Facebook owner Meta, and Alphabet's Google. These platforms would be barred from behavior like biasing search results in their favor, limiting rivals' access to platform data, and using non-public data from customers to compete against them. Although the exact impact of the legislation is difficult to predict, one aspect that worries Apple in particular is a possible threat to its App Store business model. In a letter sent by the company to the Senate Judiciary Committee, Apple said that if the bill became law, it would be forced to allow users to side-load apps onto iPhones and iPads as it does Macs, meaning installing them from sources outside the App Store. Apple says this threatens the security of its users by allowing unvetted apps onto devices, and cuts into one of its main revenue streams. In response to Apple's arguments, a spokesperson for Klobuchar told Bloomberg, "The bill does not force Apple to allow unscreened apps onto Apple devices." All of Apple's arguments about sideloading really amount to a desperate attempt to preserve their App Store monopoly, which they use to charge huge fees from businesses they are competing against. Although the Klobuchar-Grassley bill is roundly opposed by tech's largest companies, smaller players have come out in support of the legislation. A coalition of 35 tech firms recently wrote a letter to the leaders of the Senate Judiciary Committee arguing that the legislation is necessary to curb the many anti-competitive self-preferencing tactics dominant technology companies use to attain and entrench their gatekeeper status. For too long, dominant technology companies have made it difficult for other businesses to compete in the digital marketplace by abusing their gatekeeper status to give themselves and their partners preferential treatment and access on their platforms, said the letter's signatories, which include DuckDuckGo, Patreon, Sonos, Wise, and Yelp. It's not the first time big tech's top executives have personally mobilized against antitrust legislation. Last year, when U.S. politicians were considering 5 new antitrust bills, Cook called Speaker Nancy Pelosi to deliver a warning against the impact of rushed legislation.